exam, on the College Board information, it does not say that you need to know any cost curves for an oligopoly, because what you're really concerned about is what demand curves look like. And this is going to be a little funky, so I recommend that you read up on this before you look at these curves, or it's not going to make a whole lot of sense. All right, so again, very different from what we've done so far. Price. And we're not doing cost curves, so you can just label this one price. And we've got output on the bottom. Okay.
Ah, that is different from what we've done before.
You're not helping.
I know.
And you can always put in 0. You know, you can be like a happy 0. All right. We have to start with two different sets of demand and marginal revenue curves. So let's put the first one up here first. Okay, demand, marginal revenue. Let's say that we're dealing with an oligopoly and we have a firm that is not engaged in price collusion. Price collusion is illegal price fixing. They're not supposed to do that. And if they get busted for that, you have executives going to jail. You want to see proof? Google on lysine price fixing and see the articles that you get from that, because that was a big deal in the last 2 years. Okay, so if you're dealing with a firm that's going to match price decreases of its competitors, then this is what you're going to look like. Okay, your curves are going to be downward sloping. But what happens if they don't? If you have a firm that is not willing to match price decreases, well, pretend that was straight. So for the firm that is not going to match the price decreases, what's going to happen is that other products that are now cheaper are going to be viable substitutes. So if you're not playing the game with your competitors, you're not lowering the price, and the products are close enough, because we're talking about monopolistic, so you have lots of substitutes here, probably, then you, the firm that's not matching the price decreases, could be in deep doo-doo. So, what does your demand curve actually look like? If you're going to match the price decreases but not the price increases, this is where you get the kinked demand curve, which, as I mentioned, is a little funky. So we're going to take this section here from that curve, which was flat, so that was good. And then we're going to take this section here from this curve. Okay? So that the green one is actually the demand curve facing the firm. I don't think you need to be able to draw this, but you may need to be able to interpret it. And again, when the firm is matching the price decreases, then you're going to be dealing with this curve right here, okay, this guy. If the firm is not matching the price decreases, you're going to be dealing with this curve. Because again, if they're keeping the price high up here with this guy, then consumers are going to switch to the other products that are now cheaper. You don't want to get into a price war, a bidding war with your competition. A lot of times firms will choose not to match price decreases because they don't want that to happen. You know, where I'm lowering my price 5 cents and you're going 7, and then I have to go 8, and pretty soon you're playing with your bottom line a little bit too much.
Video game consoles are a perfect example. Sony did not match prices with Nintendo in the last wave, and it has changed the demand for their product.
You mean with the Wii versus
The Wii versus the PlayStation 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is what you see with an oligopoly. This is the key demand curve. And again, I don't think you need to be able to draw it, but just in case. Now, in terms of where the heck is the marginal revenue curve, it gets a little bit weird. I don't think we need to worry about that right at this moment, but just keep in mind that that's how we put together this key demand curve, is that it's actually two different sections of two different curves that we're combining based on the actions of the firm and if they're taking the price cues from the price leader or not.